Alright guys, today I'll be reviewing Adventure Express at Kings Island. This is absolutely one of the most underrated coasters I've ever been on in my life, and I'll explain why. So let's start off with the presentation. This ride looks fantastic. The theming on the ride is exceptional, and I'll get to that when we get into the layout breakdown, but around it looks really good too. There's a ton of posters with references and everything throughout the queue line, and then in the station there's a ton of barrels and everything that look really jungly, definitely fit the Adventure Port area really well, and Adventure Port is one of the best looking areas in any park period in my opinion, not just Six Flags parks, but that's for a whole nother video. The ride itself looks great, the entrance looks amazing, that whole walk up to it with Soul Spin looks really good too. It's just crazy to think this isn't even the best themed ride in the park, and the setting on this ride is amazing too. I know that's not really theming, but the trees and everything in that secluded area is really nice. Now, this ride usually has one of the shortest waits in the park. Even on a super busy day like it was on Pass Holder Preview Day, I still only waited about 20 minutes for this, and I think that's partially due to how unpopular it is. I think the people who have been on it know how aggressive and janky it is, and then also it's kind of hidden. You can't really see it on the main pathway, you have to go out of your way. So I think a combination of those things makes it a pretty easy ride to marathon. That's if you can handle it. Now, you're going to sit down in these trains and you're going to pull down those restraints. And these are pretty good restraints. I like these Aero lap bars. But what's a lot more important than the restraints is where you sit. You have to sit in row 3, unload side. If you don't sit there, it's going to be a great ride still, but it's just not going to be the same. The airtime might be slightly stronger in the back row, but the laterals just aren't even close to as good, and you have to sit on the unload side to get the airtime. The laterals are just as good on either side, but you have to get the airtime on the unload side, so definitely sit there. The operations on this ride are phenomenal, just like the rest of Kings Island, and when they give you the all clear, you're going to head out of that station. You're going to start by encountering a bit of theming, telling you you're going to turn right and start your adventure or whatever. I don't remember exactly what it said. And then when you turn right, you're going to look at a sign that tells you you're going to go on the wrong track, basically. Again, I don't remember exactly what it said, but something along those lines. And you're going to see a fake piece of track straight ahead, which is a really nice touch. These first 2 turns don't give any laterals, and then the following turn throws you to the left a little bit, but not very much. This turn is really just to build up speed, and then you'll head through a tunnel before hitting your first jolt of aggressive laterals. And this is why this ride is elite. You will get thrown to the right very hard on this first turn, and this is just a little sneak peek at what's to come. Your body will just fold over here, and then on the next right turn, you're going to get folded over to the left. I mean, it's just stronger than any sort of wild mouse turn you've ever experienced. And again, these are the weaker moments of laterals on the ride. After this, you're going to hit one last extremely aggressive turn to the left, throwing you to the right, while entering a really well-themed tunnel before heading up the lift hill. And this lift hill is actually really good. You get thrown back and forth a bit here when you stop. It's really funny, and you'll hear a bit of audio on here. And then you head down the big helix. This is definitely the weakest part of the main ride. You get a little bit of laterals, but not much. It's sort of like that third turn at the start of the ride. And then you'll hit the first extremely vicious moment of laterals. You will get thrown to the right extremely hard. I mean, you will not be able to prepare for it. It's basically if Wildcat's Revenge level ejector was laterals. That's basically what it is. You get thrown so damn hard to the right. It's not even funny. Be prepared for your ribs to hurt if you ride this multiple times. After this, you're going to head up a little airtime hill. I unfortunately didn't get airtime here. I know some people did, but I didn't get airtime there on any of my 8 rides. So then after that, you're going to go around some monkeys, getting some laterals, pinning you to the left. It's not as strong as that first moment there, but it's still good laterals and you get to see the monkeys. After this, you're going to hit one of the best moments on the ride. In fact, I'd call this the second best moment. It's this next left-hand turn. You will get pinned to the right so hard on this if you're in that third row. It is disgusting, and it has sort of a kink to it. You get thrown once, and then you sort of level out, and then you get thrown again halfway throughout the turn, It's extremely strange. After this, you'll enter a tunnel, picking up even more speed. You feel like you're flying at this point, and then you get thrown to the left very hard. Not quite as hard as you just did, but still really good. And then you hit my third favorite part of the ride, which is this left-hand turn. I would honestly say most of the lateral moments on this ride throw you to the right. So if you have a bigger rider, they might want to ride on the load side, but I mean, who cares? Sacrifice the children so you can get the unload side. Do whatever you have to do, because there is an airtime moment or two coming up. Anyways, this turn is just bonkers. You get so aggressively thrown to the right, and it's not like you slowly turn to the right or whatever. No, you just get slammed in the blink of an eye. That's how all these turns are here. After that, you'll have a little ejector kink. It's as weak as ejector can be, but it's still really strange how you get thrown out of your seat. And this is only on the unload side. And then after this comes the best part of the ride, this final left-hand turn. Well, sort of final. You got one more in the tunnel, but whatever. This one's the main one, and it's extremely aggressive. It's very similar to that prior turn, but just slightly more aggressive in my opinion. It's disgusting. You get folded over your entire seat. You can't do anything about it. I think if you were holding on as tight as possible, you still wouldn't be able to do anything about it. It's as strong as an underbanked turn can possibly be. And then coming out of it, once again, only on the unload side, you get a nice pop of airtime. Again, it's Flowjector, nothing too great, but you still definitely come out of your seat a bit, you'll notice it. And then you straight away, before hitting that last left-hand turn, you get folded over to the right again, not quite as hard as you just did. And then you head up the lift hill. And wow, this lift hill is so cool. You've got those monkey statues or whatever just raising their arms up and down. It's really fun to just join them. It's really detailed in there. The lighting's great. You got this one effect at the end where some monkey just dumps a bunch of sand on you or something. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be, but I don't care. It's amazing. And then you got one more right-hand turn, which you actually get a little bit of laterals on. You get thrown to the left there. It's not that aggressive. It's the end of the ride, but it's a little bonus. And then you hit the brakes. Most people, when they come off this, think it's way too much. Their ribs are hurting. It's just painful. That's how I initially thought it was back in 2021. If you saw my Magnum review from back in 2021, you'll know I had a very similar opinion on Magnum to this ride. And then if you saw my 2024 Magnum review, you know it became a top 3 coaster for me. Did this ride become a top 3 coaster? No. I mean, it's got 2 airtime moments and a ton of insane laterals. I would say this ride is the king of laterals in terms of those underbanked turns. Obviously, when you count rides like I-305 or Maverick, I don't think it quite stacks up just because I feel like those are different types of laterals. Those are more whippy transitions and extreme maneuvers that'll throw you both laterally and vertically. This just throws you laterally, but in terms of that type of laterals, I don't think any ride does it better. Not even Coney Island Cyclone, not even Magnum, definitely not Magnum, definitely not anything else. I mean, this ride is just berserk, which is why I'm giving Adventure Express a 9 out of 10. It's definitely not a 10 out of 10. It doesn't have enough airtime for that, but it's still a top 25 coaster for me. It's not smooth by any means. The profiling is objectively horrible, but that's why it works. So that is my review of Adventure Express at Kings Island. Let me know what you guys thought of this ride down in the comments below. Let me know if you guys like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.